Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to my planner. And today I'm going to be doing just a quick little video for you guys about how I make my bullet journal grocery lists. Now, I love bullet journaling, but sometimes it's just too much. So this is a way for me to still be able to get my creative bullet journaling side, creative passion out of me without creating a long day's worth of bullet journaling, because let's face it, with a mom of 4 kids, including a set of twins, it just doesn't happen. So first, as you guys can see, I have what I'm going to need for my list. I have my piece of paper that I cut to size, and then I have my colored pens that I'm going to use for today's layout. Now, I've chosen to use yellow and green, and that's because my layout for this week is mainly yellow and green. So I'm going to show you guys that. So this is my layout for the coming week. It's this really cute, fun, spring-inspired layout with yellow and green with bits of teal inside of it. If you guys hear the kids in the background, I apologize. It's the only time I was able to do this video really fast for you. So the twins are in the background, so if that's, you might hear the TV or them babbling or whatever. So yeah, this is my before the pen, and as you can see, I think this is going to look really cute with this layout. So first we're going to cut the paper down to size, and then we'll go from there. So if you guys were wondering, this is actually my list from last week. As you can see, it's already been used and crossed off, and I'm just going to use this as a quick little template so I know how to cut this week. So guys, what I'm doing here is I'm actually just using my razor, my paper razor, to cut to size. I actually don't have a paper cutter yet, but I do plan on investing in one because I do want to get involved in memory planning, and I know that's going to be something I'm going to need to use on a regular basis. But for now, this works fine. Okay, so now that I've gone and cut in my paper to size, I'm going to go ahead and punch this. I like to put the holes in before I do the list. That way I don't drift too far over when I'm writing. Okay, so next step, you guys, is to create the banner. So I've been trying to do like different types of banners, just so each week doesn't look the same. But I think for this week, I'm actually going to go back to my original banner. I like it. I kind of miss it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think I'm going to go with the green for the outlining since it's a little bit darker than the yellow. Guys, I definitely did this banner a little bit longer than I really wanted to, but that's the ways of drawing freehand, ladies. So normally here what I would do is I would just write it out normal and then have it covered, like overlay it with the other color. But I think this week I'm actually going to blockade it and then color it in. So sometimes I'll put list in with this, but I think this week I'm going to write it underneath. And then I'll do an overlay for that, as well as the date. I always put the dates in, where my menu is going to start for the following week. So my menus always start on a Friday, you guys, just because that's how I plan my weeks, because that's the pay. That's how our paychecks are, because payday's on Friday. So for this upcoming week, it's actually today. I'm actually doing my list a little bit late, you guys. I typically do it on Wednesday or Thursday. And today is the 6th, so we're going to date it for 6/18. And now I'm just going to go ahead and color that in and overlay it, and I'll be right back. One great thing about bullet journaling your grocery list is you get the exact categories that you want. When I originally first started to do this, I was looking for templates everywhere. Pinterest, in the stores, on websites, and I just didn't like the way they were set up. I didn't like the spacing. I didn't like all the categories, and I couldn't find exactly what I wanted. Doing it this way allows me to give me the exact categories I want, the placement, and the design. Alright guys, so here is the top. To be completely honest, I have done much better in the past, but it'll do for now. It's still cute, and I think it's going to go so cute with this week's layout. As you can see, the green is a little bit lighter, so I think I'm going to go over it with a darker green. I'm not really sure if I like that. This happens all the time in the planner world, you guys, especially with me. My OCD would never let that stayed because it didn't match. Okay, now that's all fixed, you guys. It looks so much better, and I wasn't sure if you were still going to be able to see the yellow, but actually it didn't cover it up that much, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. So next, how I set up my list is by 3 categories going horizontally and then 3 categories going down. I do have to go over to the other side, but that's fine with me because I just put each grocery list inside the middle of each week, so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle, and I know that there's a double side to that. So I do all of my grocery blocks the same, you guys, and I start up here and I just do like a nice little rectangle, and then I add that like that, so it almost looks like a half-done 3D box. And I categorize my lists the same every week. So the first block is always produce. And then once I do that, I take my accent color and I go over the writing. And then either I do a line design inside the secondary box, or I color it in completely. Last week I did lines, so this week I'm going to do a full color in like I did to up here to match. And that's how I do each of my category blocks. So I'm gonna throw you guys to some music and put you on hyperlapse, and you guys can watch me complete the rest of it, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so I am all done. This is the finished product. Obviously I haven't put together my actual list yet. I'll do that off of camera. I don't think you guys care about what I'm buying for the week. But this is it. This is basically what it looks like every week before I put my food items and everything else, my shopping items in. And every week is categorized. I try to match it as best as possible. I always date it. And I always do an arrow here because I always need to go to the back side because I do use the mini. I don't have a big one, which is fine with me because I like the portability of the mini, which is why I love it so much. And this is a way for me to get out my bullet creativeness without having to buy actual shopping list stickers or extra sheets or anything like that. So make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, you guys, if you liked it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe and join that mom wife life. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and happy planning.